If the federal healthcare law repeal efforts are successful, consumers and businesses in New Jersey will face significantly higher healthcare costs. And it's easy to get distracted with the kind of partisan feud that's happening in the country right now about healthcare. But by using official research and data from independent sources like the Congressional Budget Office and the Census, from business groups like the Small Business Majority, as well as consumer groups like Families USA, we found that the repeal would have the following costly consequences. So first, if you get your coverage through your employer, you and your employer would have to shoulder $3,000 or more in per employee healthcare costs. If you get your coverage individually on the individual market, you'll see rates jump as much as 20% for the same coverage. If you own a small business, instead of having a tax credit that can cover some of the costs of a typical employee plan, you'll be paying that much more in taxes. And without the opportunity to pool your buying power together with other small businesses, you'll continue to be shut out of the deals that are available to larger firms. And then New Jersey, which is trying to pull itself out of a tough recession, would see job creation slow by 10,281 jobs a year and see funding cut from 134 community health care centers in the state.
And this kind of loss, a benefit that was achieved through the health care plan in September in 2009 will be lost if Congress succeeds, at least the Republican Congress, the Republican House, and Republicans in the Congress succeed in repealing health care law. In fact, some 28,000 young people here in our state will lose that coverage. When you look at what the consequences are for any individual, one of the things we heard in years past is how terrible it is in this country. In fact, we're probably the only modern country where people have to suffer the indignity of a bankruptcy because of health care. Now, the health care law repealed lifetime benefits, and if you are unfortunate enough to have a chronic condition, which means that you're going to be involved with physicians, you're going to be involved with the healthcare system, you're going to have expensive treatments, you can blow right through those lifetime limits and put yourself and your family at risk for bankruptcy. We see this far too often in our society, and one of the things this law does is end that scourge that affects far too many families in New Jersey.